Alright, so we back. UFC 311. And honestly, the star of the show, Jiri Prochazka, I mean, he came in hot. Like, everything was firing. That was a great performance. I mean, honestly, Jamal had a good performance too. I mean, his footwork, terrible. Like, we all kind of knew that, but it was apparent his footwork was bad. But then Geary was just everything about it just firing. Great performance, good distance control, uh, great footwork. His entries were smooth. Even I believe in the first round, he like slipped off the center line and like pivoted and threw a sneaky like right hook. Or my fault. He threw like a sneaky left hook, I believe, that just dropped Jamal. Like everything was just clean. And you know that's kind of what you need to bounce back from getting finished by the champ. So I mean, Yuri has established himself to be one of those guys. I mean, he already was, but he's now in the forefront of fans' minds for being one of those guys. And I mean, everything that kind of shines with him is pretty much still there. His chin is there. His speed is there. His accuracy was there. Even his weirdness, like he's like a light heavyweight Tony Ferguson, but honestly, seems like more power. Like this is crazy. Yuri is on a tear. He says he wants the third fight with Alex. I don't know if I don't know if he really wants that. It doesn't seem like he has the game plan. Well, he might want that, but I don't think he has the game plan to beat Alex right now. I mean, he fought him back to back, so I mean, that's two quick ones and then a third one within a year. What really changed, you know? But I mean, if you do think about it, he has the tools. So for all I know, he could go in there and be like, I just didn't switch stance the right way off of one of those hooks and go and knock Alex out. Like we don't know, but like we do have a good precedent that Alex kind of has his number. But on the bright side, who else in light heavyweight really can do something to Yuri? I mean, he beat Vulcan. He beat Dominic Reyes, which I mean, hey, everybody kind of knocks out Dominic Reyes, but it's like he just beat Jamal, and Jamal's one of them guys. So as we go on to the next fight, I'm just want to say like Jamal is good. Like I don't want that to be the takeaway that Jamal is good. Jamal showed he was durable. He showed he can, persist through some damage. He showed he can work his shots. And he was, honestly, Jamal was showing good things when him and Yuri would get into the clinch. Both of them were working for exits, but on the exits, Yuri would get some good stuff off, but he was more so looking in the open sense of like cage striking. But on the clinch striking, Jamal was landing nasty uppercuts. He was landing uppercuts. He was landing some hooks in there, and he did his thing. It's just Yuri was definitely faster. His defense was way better, and I think it really was a footwork battle. Like most people try to attribute it to punching power and other things, but Yuri's distance control and just his placement of his shots and his footwork, even it wasn't the finishing blow because Jamal did get up, but Yuri straight up like slipped off of the center line, pops him with what I believe was either a jab hook or a straight hook, something along those lines, and just drops Jamal clean because he knew where his distance was, he knew where he had to be, and he knew what range he could fire at. And Jamal, the reason it seemed like he was having such a lack of success was more so due to him winging it. Like even when he would get clipped, but then he would fire back. Like I said, in a clinch when they were close and they were definitely within striking range. But once there was slight differences and discrepancies in their range, Yuri knew where to fire, and Jamal was like winging, and not just winging. Like yeah, he had some shots where Yuri was slipping, but just the range and discipline on their shot selection was very apparent. Like Yuri, everything was sharp. if he did miss, he got clipped, but that was so far and in between. It was his night, and you could tell, especially after the first round, they both got some good stuff off, but Jiri looked like he was in the driver's seat, and then by the time it was just culminating, you knew it was Jiri's fight. It was just a crazy. It was a good fight though. It had back and forth moments. It wasn't just a one-sided beating. It wasn't Tony versus Gaethje. Like, that's not what I'm saying here. But Jiri has established himself at the top. Maybe we'll see Jan get a win this year and somehow, establish himself back. Or, because I don't think Jiri should go in here and just go straight to Alex. I do think he should do like 2 fights. I don't just want him to rush back and then possibly lose a third time. So, really, in my opinion, I think the key thing, strategy-wise, should be he get the winner of Olberg and Jan. And whether that's the ascending Olberg or Jan just proving he still got it, those fights would be great. Like an Olberg-Jiri fight. Jiri presses forward, walks down. First of all, Jiri tries to walk down like everybody he fights. He just disregards damage and tries to establish his game plan. But Jiri doing that against like a sharp counter kickboxer of like a Olberg would be incredibly fun. But then on the same part, Jan could still have it and then be like a 40-year-old. We've seen it before. Glover did it. We saw like other people in this division just in their late 30s or early 40s. They can still be competitive in around light heavyweight and heavyweight. So for all we know, Jan could go out there, beat Olberg, and then come to Jiri, and we think it's a whole one-sided fight. We're going to call him an old man, and then Jan go out there and show he still got it, and now we're having whole different discussions. But as of now, I really do think Jiri should just get the winner of that and just try and honestly take some time off for cover, because he seems like, he's a crazy guy. He's going to go and look into a dark room and stay there for 18 days and talk about black magic from Alex and, I don't know, overcome his inner demons. I don't know what year he's on. He's on something. But whatever it is, it makes him fight better. So, all the craziness, the screaming in the woods, the staring at the arena signs, all alone at like 2 a.m, it works for him. So, I can't hate on it. But the main thing for that being, Jiri solidified himself at the top. He's probably going to get the winner, in my opinion, of Olberg and Jan. And where does, Jamal Hill go from here, That's a loss to Alex, a valiant fight against Jiri, but getting finished. So does he now fall to, 5th? He's 5th and going to fight an up-and-comer? I don't know, man. So with those thoughts going around, it's just there was a great card. Light heavyweights got a little bit more interesting at the top. Oh, we got Alex versus Ankalaev getting announced. I didn't think that was actually going to happen. I thought Alex was going to get some crazy fight or something at heavyweight. I swore they were going to do that Volkov fight, and I was very confused by that. So I'm kind of glad he stayed at light heavyweight, but we'll see how that pans out. But as we're coming to the end of this round, more so my focus here. This Izzy was just trying to counter me and throw hooks, so I'm trying to look for block counters, but we're gonna transition into the next round anyway. So, hey.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it. Let's push in there.
Hey, so now we're in this round. We're in the third round. Doing what we do. Jiri's main thing is just pushing through and asserting your damage. So I'm trying to get in there, land significant strikes. He has fast hands, so hooks and uppercuts are crazy. There's the block counters I was telling you about. Just look, and anytime they throw a rear hook on that lead hand, or just a hook on that lead hand, you can just block and fire right back on their jaw. And then I tried to land spinning elbows in there too. Jiri like his elbows. But yeah, I'm trying to turn my teeps. I tried to turn my teeps into a front kick, and he slipped it, and now we're just going to war. He's countering me. I'm countering him. I'm trying to really stay aware of like all the significant strikes because his jab isn't really working, but I know he wants a kick. So when your opponent's trying to focus on the kick, just take your time. Because we just stood there and he just stood and looked at me. Some people, they're going to try and bombard you 24/7, but he's looking for something. So just kind of calmed down. I backed up, said we got 3 minutes to work here, and like we're going to get where we need to get. The main thing here, though, since we both were countering so heavily, I'm just trying to recover. And honestly, in this game, you recover kind of fast, so like the main thing here was just I'm already recovered. I'll get in there. I have carved the wood. Jiri can take damage better than Izzy can, and yeah, I'm just gonna work for a big shot. That big shot ended up being an overhand as I jump on him, but I really don't want that. I'm trying to stay standing. Not even just because Jiri stays standing. I feel like I could beat him on the feet. I just wanted to work my teeps. You know, frontal assault helps my teeps be more accurate. They're hitting a little bit cleaner. And, you know, teeps, they're not like the lead body roundhouse, which I do love. But Jiri doesn't have a good animation for it like that. So, I'm working his teeps. He has frontal assault. And we're just going to get to his stamina like that. And then, eventually, I might be able to set that front kick up off of it. But we got to watch the hands first. And there, I'm in southpaw. And, you know, sometimes you forget. So I went for, like, I tried to set up a block counter, but I forgot I was in southpaw, and he lands a clean hook for no reason because I was used to being in orthodox for, like, the whole fight. But, again, he catches me. I tried to throw a feint. He throws at the same time, but he throws it for real. But Carve the Wood is helping me out here. So we're just going to work back into orthodox because he's getting comfortable throwing that lead hook. And we're going to get a block counter off of it eventually. But we're going to bring some power to it because Jiri's power better than Adesanya here. So we're just going to work. There's the block counter I was telling you about. Get him down. Try and work that spinning elbow. We're not getting it, but if he keeps throwing that, we're going to finish him with a hook. And it'll be there. But on to the next round.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
Alright, so in the fourth round now. Damage on both sides. I'm semi-winning a cardio battle, but I went for a teep, was too close, and it changed it to a knee, and I almost get, you know, finished there. That's crazy. I'm getting clipped. But here we are, you know, working in there. I see him trying to work his hooks, straight speed hooks, so I try to fire straight in there, stun him, land the lead hook. Now we're back in control. Another one tries to hit on the lead side. We get a hook. Land a high kick too. We dropped him now. So the main thing here, we're just looking to keep the pressure. Jiri is going to be great at forward pressure. But I'm not going to block break him. That's not what I'm saying. But if you're on the front foot and you're landing your shots where they need to be landed, you're going to feel like you're in control when you use Jiri. And that's kind of where my mindset is, you know? So I'm throwing some feints in there, just trying to set up so I can land some more teeps to the body, keep the stamina advantage high, and you know, we should be good. We should be good here. But mainly, now I'm trying to either get a block counter or just set up a hard counter, you know, because if he notices the block counter, he'll mess around and maybe I can get a pull off of it, you know. Pull counters are real strong in this game. But the main focus is just staying in control. As long as we can stay where we at right now, we'll get the finish. So, patience. Everything I'm throwing is landing. But yeah, bro. So, here we go. Just looking to work a hook, work a uppercut, and there it is. I mean, that's all you really need. Just pay attention to your opponent, get them tired, keep them guessing, and you'll find your finishes. So that's kind of just what I want to show with Jiri. Talk about Jiri, talk about that performance. That performance was great. Slick striker, very unique. No one's really touching him right now except for Alex. So we'll see where he goes from here. But thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and tune in for the next one.